So let's jump into it, guys. Does HBAR's price look like it's ready to completely reverse? That's what we're going to talk about in the video, guys. HBAR to me is a sleeping giant right now. It is one of those top assets that I've got my eyes locked in on. It is an asset that's got ETFs coming. I recently just put out a video not too long ago, and I think HBAR kind of fits the bill to all of these things. I'll quickly highlight what I mean by that. We'll take a look at the price. We're really going to jump into, some technicals here on HBAR. It's been quiet on that front, but I actually really like it. So what we have ahead of us right now, and this is really 5 signs that institutional adoption is coming and about to flood crypto in a big way. We have macroeconomic catalysts that are good for HBAR in terms of, interest rate cuts. We also have institutional and ETF catalyst. HBAR fits in there on that bucket. They've got ETFs filed. There's a lot of institutional interest in this whole sector that HBAR finds itself in. You've got regulatory catalysts as well with the Clarity Act, obviously, right, kind of on the horizon here. And then you've got adoption and technology catalyst. When it comes to adoption and technology, HBAR is massive. They've got some huge partners already lined up, and geopolitical catalyst as well. Just given that, HBAR is one of those companies that's U.S. based, and we know that that's based right now in crypto because Donald Trump is at the helm, and alongside the new SEC regime with Paul Atkins, they are pushing crypto to the forefront. But I want to get into a specific news article that I found really interesting, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe down below right now if you have not already. I do want to jump into this article, and let me share my screen with you guys. Before we jump into that article, you can also join the inner circle, guys. It's definitely a huge advantage. And if you want to dominate the cryptocurrency market with me, 90 cents a day gives you full portfolio access. That means you see everything I own and the moves that I make. You'll see when I buy, when I sell. And you're going to also get a ton of great undervalued crypto picks, AI-generated crypto picks each and every week. Huge advantage. If you want to check that out, links down below in the description. But let's get into HBAR specifically. And Hedera right now is in the second phase of the Elliott wave pattern on the daily chart. We'll take a look at this here in a minute. It's also formed a bullish flag chart pattern on the daily. And the coin right now will benefit from the ongoing Hedera stablecoin growth. HBAR right now dropped down to 21 cents with its volume and future open interest falling to 193 million. But technical analysis is showing us some very good signs. A closer look shows that it rose from a low of 12 cents back in June, got all the way up to 30 cents in July. This was the first phase of the Elliott wave pattern. And we'll take a look at that here as we get into trading view here. We'll get off of XRP and into HBAR. I was looking at XRP before I was making this video. But here's where we are, guys. Look where we dipped down to. Okay, we came down to about 20 cents. We're holding that line and showing strength like we did back in early September before we pop back up to 25 cents. But if you zoom out here on the weekly, this is where things get really interesting. Okay, look at this little retrace here that we had, back in January after popping back up. And then, we kind of held the line here 2 different times at 13 cents on the weekly in March, and then we did it in June. We're still now in a broader uptrend. This was a double bottom here on the weekly, which is very, very bullish. Now, a little bit of divergence here from our local top at 30 cents, but to me, man, this thing is coiling up. And our next wave, I think, could take us much, much higher. And we'll get into that here. It says here, the third wave is usually the longest. It may jump to last year's high of 40 cents, which is about 85% move from this current level. And if we look here, it's remained above its 100-day EMA. This is a very, very good sign that bulls have remained very confident. If we take a look at the technicals, they don't look great. But if we look at the 100-day EMA, we're basically right on it at 22 cents. Okay. And then if you look at our 200-day, it's held above it. We bounced off of that 20 cent, 21 cent level just recently. Okay, so we got the dip. We're showing strength to the 200-day moving average. This is oftentimes the best time to buy, is when assets come down to their 200-day and show strength and stay above it. Now, is it a little bit more of a risky proposition given that it's literally on it? And if we break through it, we could be tumbling? Yes. But I just don't think we're at that stage of this cycle right now. And I got to get off this damn. Let's see here. Okay, I'm drawing lines all over the damn chart. Okay, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. And let me get rid of that. I just don't see us coming all the way back down to this 13-cent level, right? The bulls have shown strength here for multiple weeks. Yes, it's been quiet, right? But if you look at this from Coinpedia, take a look at this. Major companies like Google, IBM, Chainlink Labs, all backing the project. A lot of people are calling for HBAR to get up close to that dollar range. It says here, scroll on down here. By early 2025 in July, market sentiment shifted with a ceasefire announcement, new Bitcoin all-time highs, fueling a powerful rally for HBAR. The surge took HBAR up in a descending triangle pattern, spiking 140% to reach the 30-cent level by the end of the month. The pullback is viewed as a cool down rather than a reversal, as the price is successfully held above the crucial 200-day exponential moving average, indicating the overall bullish trend remains intact. That's the big storyline here. And we're right on that 200-day moving average. So if we look ahead where people think we could be heading here, if I scroll on down, HBAR price predictions 26 to 2030. Think about this. And I do think, our real bull run for altcoins is probably going to go into 2026. I like this potential high of 105, potential average 80 cents, potential low 45 cents. And it shows us, kind of a zoomed out perspective, even by 2030, where things could go. Now, obviously, these are just predictions, right? We can't guarantee that this is exactly how it's going to play out. But I like us getting to at least that dollar level on HBAR from these current price levels. That's a 5x from here, right? And if you look at where we are right now on the charts, we're a top 20 asset, 9 billion, a 5x from here would take us to that 45 to $50 billion range. I still am very excited about that. Now, keep in mind, I've been accumulating Hedera down since 5 cents, 6 cents. So bouncing up to that dollar range would be massive for me. We're looking at a 20 to 25x, right? And so I'm super excited about where we're heading. Obviously, adoption is going to be key here as we move into this phase of the cycle. And I think it's going to fit the bill in terms of, having the institutional interest. It checks all the boxes for me, guys. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I appreciate you all for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.